Hey guys, so I haven't made a video in a while, but I recently put this new electrical bag together, so I figured I would show you what I keep in it. I keep this in my truck. I use it at home, change plugs out or light fixtures or add plugs, whatever I gotta do at home. Use it a little bit at work, and then I just want to say that I'm not an electrician, but this is what I do carry, and I do use all this stuff. Okay, we're over here at my desk now. This is, the bag itself is just a Husky, I think it's a 16-inch tool bag, just canvas, the Husky brand, you know. I think it was like $10 or something, but it works really good for this. I really like this. There's like this weird like thing that comes up and pulls around. I don't really like it, but everything else is fine. So let's start on the outside. I keep, these are just DeWalt needle nose pliers. These are good for like twisting wires or pulling off circuit breaker wires or whatever you got to do. And then Klein Lineman's pliers here. Keep zip ties. And these are the vice grips, the groove locks that you can slide them up, or they're like a combination between a pipe wrench and a channel lock. And I really like them like for tightening pipe fittings, like when you're connecting conduit or whatever. These work really good for that. And then next to that, I keep my screwdrivers. I have the set of Milwaukee Electricians screwdrivers. These are rated for actually 1,000 volts. And I really like these. It comes with a 6-inch flat, a 4-inch Phillips, and then comes with the electrical one. And I'm not sure what it's called. It's like ESC or something like that, but it's like the electrical screw head. And I really like these Milwaukee ones. And then I have a Klein Tools small screwdriver because I had to do a Zinsco breaker, and this is what you have to use. And then next is just a utility knife with razor blades, cutting wire, insulation, whatever you gotta cut. And then this one, lockout, tagouts, lock, and then with a key, because that's very important. And then here's the lockouts here. Next to that is I forgot, but it's voltage tester. When you get near electricity, like if you put it near a plug or whatever, it buzzes. I think it's non-touch electrical, whatever, I can't remember, but it's a Greenlee. And then in here also is you plug it in, and then it shows if you wired the plug correctly. This comes in handy sometimes because sometimes things won't work if it's wired backwards. Next to that is Klein diagonal cutters. These are really nice. I like these a lot. And then Klein just wire strippers. So we'll slide that aside and we'll look inside. Right on top here I keep my Klein Tools high voltage clamp on meter. Clamps over, you know, to read amps, and then read clamp over it to read amps, and then you can read voltage with the connectors that it comes with. It also is a thermometer too, which I don't think I've ever really used that. And then I keep this organizer with wire nuts and then screws, and there's some drywall screws in here, and then wire clips for if you're stringing wire through a garage or whatever. That's nice. I really like that. My Klein Tools voltage tester. It shows you how many voltage you got. It goes from 120 to 600 volts. And it does DC also if you're working on something that's high voltage DC. This is good because if you're wiring in some kind of a plug, then and it was already there, make sure it's actually 120 volts. And then keep just a claw hammer for moving boxes around or whatever you gotta do. Sometimes those blue boxes you gotta move around with a hammer. Then this is actually something I made to work with the voltage or the amp tester. You plug it into the wall here, and then you plug in whatever you're trying to measure amps on it, and then you just clamp it around it, and then it separates it. They sell these, but I just had all these extra parts laying around, so I figured I'd make one. It's cheaper that way. And then there's some electrical tape. You gotta have electrical tape. Then this actually is another part. There's a little zipper pouch in this bag here, but this and this go together, and it finds circuit breakers. You plug this in to the wall, whatever you're trying to find, and you run this in the breaker box, and then it beeps to tell you which circuit breaker it is. And I really like this. This thing has really only failed me one time. Every other time this thing works really good, and I figured that's a pretty good success rate. But then this also comes, there's an accessory kit that goes with that. There's this, like if you're if you're not working with a plug, there's this little thing here that you plug this into, and then you clip the little alligator clips on it, and you can look at wire. And then there's a adapter for if you're trying to figure a light socket. You screw this into the light socket, and then it plugs in. So I really like that. This kit is separate. These two pieces come separate, but I really like it. Let's see what else in here. There's some extra. There's a couple light switches and a couple plugs in here. Just keep these around because if you're going around, you know, sometimes you just need to change a light switch out or a plug out real quick. And then there is, I think that's it. Oh, there's one other thing. This is for, you gotta do knockouts. Like if you're doing conduit, these will like knock out the side of the box. If you got a electrical box and you're adding a plug to it, and you need to run a new piece of conduit, you just drill this, because this is a very specific size. It's 1/2-inch conduit, but I think this is about 7/8 diameter. But you just have to drill a 3/8 hole. I can get this open. You just drill a 3/8 hole, and then this goes through, and then you screw this through on the inside, and you just tighten this nut down, and then it knocks out the perfect size hole for the box just to go right in there. And I think that is about, oh wait, there's one other thing. I missed something. This little cutter tool is for Romex. You just, the blade's on, there's the blade. You just put it on there and you pull Romex and it splits the Romex right open. It fits in there pretty nicely. But I think that is about it. And this sits in my toolbox in the back of my truck with some other stuff, which I will get to. I'm going to make a video about that coming up soon. Thank you for watching.